Okay. Wait until 2 days later. Talk to Arut. I don't want to talk to Arut. We'll wait 2 days. We will wait 2 days. We'll wait 2 days. We agreed to meet up with Zhao when we'll have time. Technically speaking, we have time now, but I guess we have to wait 2 days. Let's change it to the event party. Heyo. Hello? Hello? No? Isn't this 2 days later? Now we waited 3 days. Come on. Come on. We never found Zhongli just hanging out. Oh, come on. Oh, between 12 and 16. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Also planning on spending some time in Xiaoying Village? We didn't have anything else to do today, right? Why don't we go have a look around? Maybe we'll run into her.
Sick idea, Paimon. An actually good idea once in a while you have the... Adepto energy. If you use your Adepto energy well. Wow. Couldn't read it. Uncle Lou. I don't care for what you have to say, Uncle Lou. Lou. Uncle.
The mountain air is so refreshing. It makes Paimon feel like she could float around all day and never get tired.
Good. That's not what you said last time we were here with Gamin.
Cream! Gummies! Fuel fruit!
The fuck?
Huh? Did you hear that? Sunshine! Blue skies! Good vibes!
Is that Farina?
Right? So Paimon wasn't just hearing things. That voice sounds really familiar. Well, we've got the time. Why don't we go check it out?
Wait. There was a leak. There was a leak for the events. You and Paimon make your way up the mountain in search of the source of the shouting. As far as you can make it out, almonds, this, and cocoa paste that sound delicious. That's for sure. Wait, there was a leak before this event came out that Farina with Neuvillette would show up. The lively voice invigorates your steps and you ascend the mountain in no time. Oh, it's Navia. Okay.
What are you doing here?
The fuck is Navia doing here? Oh, are you guys on a date? That's cute.
Well, if it isn't my dear partners. See, I told you that something good was going to happen during our travels today. I have to say, sometimes the Steambird's astrology column is spot on.
Yeah,
It's
sometimes.
just your lucky day.
Are you guys also here to catch the festivities? Oh, and that reminds me. Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern
Happy
Rite.
Lantern Rite.
I mean, it's been a couple days, but okay. Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite to you too!
What the fuck are you guys doing here anyway?
Wait, if you're here for Lantern Rite, then what are you doing on top of this deserted mountain?
Yeah, and so
And that voice
leaks were
you heard.
fucking wrong.
That was you, right, Navia?
Oh, impressive.
No,
You could tell it was me from that far away. You've got good ears.
I don't. I thought it was
That or your
Farina.
voice is just really loud.
Like your gun.
Well,
It
of
echoes.
course it is. After all, I'm a boss.
Indeed. I suppose it's an asset.
I
Sure
suppose.
is. Having a loud voice is a handy tool when it comes to communication. Wait. That wasn't even Paimon's point. Paimon just wants to know why you two were shouting from the top of this deserted mountain.
About bully
There was
fruit and
something about
desserts.
almonds, maybe? And buell fruit? Ooh, is it some sort of secret code?
No, it's not a code. The words are meaningless.
She just wanted to yell.
Perhaps, but the act of shouting was very meaningful indeed. That's just what mountain climbers do, right?
No.
After all the hard work it takes to make it to the top, as you stand on the summit looking out at the vast scenery, it's not easy to resist the urge to release those emotions.
I never, ever experienced shouting down a mountain.
Exactly. You get me, partner.
No, I don't.
I was afraid that it would cause a disturbance, so I asked the locals around here, and they said it was fine. Apparently, most hikers like to shout when they get to the top, so the
Lovely.
locals are used to it by now. So, you see, it's not just me. I guess everyone shouts from the top of a mountain at some point in their life.
I guess.
Speak for yourself.
When
Yeah.
you're stressed, don't you ever just get the urge to do something for no reason?
Not really.
I get the urge
If I
to do
ever
you.
get stressed, I just go hunting.
Oh, that's a pretty good way to relieve stress.
Is it? Is it? Just murdering things?
What I choose to hunt depends on my mood.
Huh?
Sometimes you choose to hunt Paimon.
Anyway, why don't you two give it a try? Shout anything you want. It's a real stress reliever.
Okay.
Hmm.
Boobies!
Paimon has clothes on her back and food in her belly. Paimon doesn't think there's any stress that needs relieving.
And I prefer to keep things bottled up.
Oh, I bet you guys are just too embarrassed to let loose.
I'm gonna let loose in
No
here.
need to be shy. Even Farina was shouting from the top of this mountain earlier.
So she is here.
Did
Wait, she's with
Paimon
you?
hear that right? Farina's also here? In Qiaoying Village?
She came with you?
Believe in your ears. It is indeed as you heard.
Huh.
Actually, the reason we climbed this mountain in the first place was also because we heard the sound of shouting.
Yes, we could just about make out someone yelling things like, "Help me!" and "What should I do?" So we hurried up here to check it out. And what do you
Bro.
know? Miss Farina was standing right there, all red in the face. She practically sprinted back down the mountain the minute she saw us.
Bro.
Ah, that reminds me. I believe what she actually said was, "So help me, I will figure out what I should do about this script."
So, you could actually hear what she was saying? Why didn't you say so earlier? I thought someone was really in trouble.
I figured we would come check out the situation either way. Why not let her keep some privacy?
Oh, seems like you caught Farina in the middle of some stress relief as well. She probably would have never thought. No, she definitely would have never thought she would run into anyone she knew all the way out here.
Was she alone?
I think so. We ran into Nervalette on the way here as well.
Every
but he
whole
was
of
already on
Fontaine
his
is
way
here.
back, so they probably
Charlotte.
weren't together.
The Charlotte's here as well. Freaking Linny, Lynette, and Fremine were showing up in the web event. s- Like we are only missing Chavres and Risley. Like, where the fuck is ever? Like, what is Olifontaine doing here?
What was he doing here? It couldn't have been for vacation.
Not
I think it
Neuvillette.
just might have been, actually.
Huh?
But apparently he only stayed for half a day before heading back. He's a very busy man.
Neuvillette is not the type to take much time off. Taking even a half day for himself is already a huge step in the right direction.
I
Didn't
guess.
Charlotte publish an article on the Liyue tea industry recently? Maybe he was inspired to come buy some tea after reading that article.
Oh, that was our doing.
Just like you were.
That was our
My
doing.
situation is completely different. I'm here because I was asked to accompany you. The tea purchase is simply an added bonus of this location.
You Fontainians and your tea drinking.
I know, right?
Oh, it's not for me. I lost a bet with Ridesley, and now I have to buy him something.
Of course. Of course. Of course, a tea for Risley. He will be fine. Let's
It
see
was
like a pretty
just
good.
a spur of the moment sort of bet. Ridesley gets really invested in that sort of thing. but he couldn't care less about what he wins in the end. You could give him mint plants that you plucked from the side of the road, and he wouldn't even mind.
If only he was that easygoing when it came to talking business.
No, it's good if
In
he
any
isn't.
case, I'm pretty sure the tea you bought is this region's specialty. What is it called again? Nervalette even mentioned it earlier.
Sanglo tea? Buy 10 boxes, get
yes,
out.
that's the one.
Get out.
You didn't really buy 10 boxes, did you?
Please, do I look like someone who would fall for that sort of marketing trap?
That reminds me. You guys said you only came up here because you heard my voice, right? I hope it didn't put you out. You must have had other plans for the day.
Well, not really.
Right, who tell?
Yeah, but we don't even know if she's actually here.
A few days ago, we heard that a friend was going to be in Chaoying Village. So we decided to come and see if we could run into her.
Oh, we run into another
dear.
friend.
We've been chatting for quite some time.
No harm
I'm
done,
sorry
partner.
for keeping you. That's good.
We should probably head out and look for Hu Tao.
Wanna go with us?
No need to stay on our account. We just got up here, so we're gonna stay around for a little longer.
Oh.
Go and meet your friend. We can meet up in Chaoying Village later.
Well, sounds reasonable.
Sounds good. We're gonna head down the mountain then. See you later.
But what a fucking surprise. I did not expect Navia and Clorand here. So random. Also, when there was the zoom up, yeah, there it is. There's a chest. Hoppa!
Is this an answer from this world?
Hootie! With Farina and Zhongli. So, was the leak right? Is Farina with Neuvillette in Fontaine, with Neuvillette looking for Zhongli who's gonna be hiding from him? That would be adorable.
Chaoying Village is known for its tea. But you know what else they have with tea? That's right, dim sum! Didn't Gaming say something about dim sum being eaten in the morning? Oh, Paimon wonders if we can still get some at this time of day.
Afternoon tea might be more appropriate at this point.
Oh, well that's fine too. Paimon doesn't care what kind of tea it is as long as it comes with some tasty snacks.
Of course you don't.
Now let's see what kind of yummy things we can find around here.
We were looking for a Hu Tao.
Paimon's not seeing things, is she? Is that Farina standing
Judging.
between Zhongli and Hu Tao?
Judging based on the hat, I'd say
I wonder
so.
what they're talking about.
Well, let's go chase him.
Zhongli knows a lot of stuff. Maybe he's telling Farina about Chaoying Village.
I feel like she wouldn't listen.
Or maybe Hu Tao is trying to rope Farina into being one of her clients.
Wanna make a bet? I say it's
This
both.
isn't the Fortress of Meropide. But Paimon could be convinced for the right price. Let's say loser buys the winner 3 huge bowls of seafood kanji. Since Zhongli is there, Paimon bets things are pretty tame. It's decided then. Paimon votes for tour guide Zhongli.
Then I vote for Hustler Hu Tao.
Alright, no time to waste. Let's go see who's right.
It's probably both. It's probably both.
Good afternoon, Hu Tao, Zhongli, and Farina.
Hey, my wife. Hey, wife.
Oh, great. Now Paimon's shouting too.
Oh, well, aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Seems like our luck just keeps on growing.
That we were able to meet you both without prior arrangement must mean that this is quite the serendipitous meeting indeed.
I mean,
Oh, so both of you are acquainted with the Traveler and Paimon then?
I have keenly felt the passage of time since our last meeting. So many chums all in one place.
I'm pretty sure you didn't learn that one from me. I must admit, I'm a bit surprised to see you here, Traveler.
You shouldn't be. I'm everywhere.
But seeing as you're a hero who's been all over to that, it makes sense that you would be well-traveled and well-connected.
Know it,
Since we
baby.
have found ourselves in each other's company within this fertile land, allow me to take this opportunity to wish you a happy Lantern Rite.
Honey, you don't have to talk like that. You can be more casual.
It appears you have been to Fontaine then.
Ah, intimately.
Given your proclivity to spread good deeds wherever you go, It's no surprise that you would make the acquaintance of a celebrity as illustrious and celebrated as Miss Farina.
That's quite high praise.
That's Zhongli for
What
you.
I mean to say is, you flatter me, Mr. Zhongli. Although I've built up a certain following within Fontaine, it is no reflection of strength or wisdom. I stand before you right now as nothing more than an ordinary traveler in search of beautiful scenery and creative inspiration.
Okay, that makes
There is
sense.
definitely more to Mr. Zhongli than meets the eye. I could tell as much from our conversation earlier.
Yeah, he's...
Given his breadth of knowledge on both academic and worldly matters, there's no way he hasn't heard about what happened in Fontaine. Is he just feigning ignorance for my benefit?
Probably.
No. Yeah. You're no common tourist. I simply won't have you talk about yourself that way.
Does that mean Hu Tao also knows?
You may not have heard, friends, but
Miss Hu Tao.
But...
Miss Farina is now one of my esteemed clients.
Ha, got it.
Yup.
Did you... She's Hu Tao's esteemed client.
Okay, you win.
Haha.
Guess Paimon will have to break into the hidden stash at the bottom of her shoe.
You have a stash of money?
What's this about winning something?
We had a bet.
Don't tell me. You two were placing bets on us.
It was Paimon's idea. Points. Beautiful. Yes, it was.
I saw you guys standing on the side of the road and couldn't help but take guesses as to what you were talking about.
I can't believe Paimon has
Oh,
a
I
hidden
see.
stash of Mora in her
That means
shoe.
you, my friend, must have guessed that I was trying to promote my business to Miss Farina.
Know it, baby.
That I do, my friend. What was Paimon's guess then?
That Zhongli was beating a tour guide.
He was showing the newbie around.
By newbie, you mean me,
Uh,
right?
Who
If
else,
that's the
Sugar
case,
Tits?
then Paimon's guess was also correct.
Oh,
Yep.
that's right. Mr. Zhongli was telling me about some great sightseeing spots in the area.
You see? Paimon was right too. Since both of our guesses were right, there can't be a winner or a loser.
Oh, fine. Keep your secret stash then.
Hey, don't be upset, traveler. How about this? You buy Paimon a bowl and Paimon will also buy you a bowl.
Sure. We are even.
As for the third bowl...
We can split it.
Since I was the subject of the bet, perhaps it should go to me? You know, as a congratulations for the huge deal I just struck.
I'll buy you a ball anytime you want.
I was just joking. Anyway, I should be the one treating you. The funeral parlor is about to bring in quite the sum after all.
Ooh.
Oh,
Are you gonna
Paimon, I
murder
forgot to
Farina?
ask about the
Are you
most
gonna
important
murder
question.
Farina?
Did something happen recently, Farina?
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you know, with you enlisting the services of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor and all.
Oh, well, yes.
Really? Oh no.
Who
Paimon,
died?
I'm so sorry for your loss. Although Paimon may have not known the person, please accept Paimon's deepest...
Whoa, it's not like that, Paimon.
Huh? But Paimon just thought, since you hired the services of a funeral parlor and all... Hey, it's not that big of a stretch.
Really, Paimon? It's not like you don't know me. Do I look like I know anyone who would ask me to coordinate their funeral?
Well, no. Then what the fuck are you esteemed
Miss Hu
client
Tao
now?
is simply helping prepare some props for my film.
Oh, okay.
Not too long ago, I read a collection of horror stories from Liyue. The content was spectacular. In fact, I still feel the need to sleep with the light on even now. Anyway, that's not the point. Now that Fontaine's biggest star has returned to the stage, I figured it's about time the industry enjoyed a breath of fresh air.
Fresh terror. Oh, terror.
Hey, that's pretty good. I'll have to remember that for my ad posters.
It's not. That's a very bad
Come on,
line.
Cease.
Don't.
That makes a lot of sense. So, did you come to Liyue just to enlist the services of Longsheng Funeral Parlor?
Well, not exactly. My original plan was to just relax and enjoy the sights. But then I ran into Miss Hu Tao and Mr. Zhongli, and well, you know the rest.
Fair
I
enough.
suppose it was meant to be.
So was
It was
Nouvellette
a
looking for
fated meeting
Zhongli?
indeed.
Zhongli sure loves his lofty turns of phrase. But if you ask me, it's all thanks to that man who stopped to ask for directions.
Oh, who was it?
It's
Nouvellette.
someone you know.
It was
Wanna
Nouvellette, wasn't
take a
it?
What? How did you guess that on your first try?
We heard he's here.
Very impressive, my friend. Your guessing game is spot on today.
You tell everyone about your encounter with Navi and Clorinde. One look at the pitiful expression of Rina's face enough to convince you to leave out the part about the shouting. He's always
I never
pitiful.
thought Nouvellette would be the type to get lost.
I mean, he's in an unknown land.
I'm sure he didn't get lost. Even I was able to find my way to this place without any trouble. He was already getting ready to leave by the time I arrived. He just wanted to ask someone about the quickest way to get back to Fontaine.
Yup, that's exactly what he asked. This area is full of mountains and rivers. It's normal to not know the fastest route.
For him, though, swimming probably the fastest route out of them
So,
all.
were you the one that pointed him in the right direction, Hu Tao?
Of course. I'm also a guide of sorts, you know.
There
So
you
naturally,
are.
I also have a great sense of direction.
But not to the side I want to
speaking
go.
of your friend,
What about him?
he doesn't get out much, does he?
No. No, he don't.
Ah, no wonder. He was stiff as a board and way too polite. I would have never guessed he was here on vacation if you hadn't told me.
All in all, he was only here for half a day. I'm
Zhongli's
pretty
quiet.
sure he is the only one who would consider that to be a vacation.
Yeah.
Oh? This gentleman you speak of must keep a demanding schedule.
I'm sure he does.
You mean the Udex?
You didn't see him, but he was dressed like he was about to attend some important meeting. It wasn't anything like what someone would wear on vacation.
He just doesn't change clothes
Is
to save
that
time.
So?
Wait, you didn't see him, Zhongli?
Unfortunately, no.
Fortunately, more like
At the
it.
time, it appeared as if Director Hu and Miss Farina were having quite the productive conversation. I know matters of business can take much discussion, so I decided to fetch some tea for them.
What a shame. That gentleman seemed like a sophisticated sort of guy. I actually think you two would have hit it off.
Well, they probably would.
Is that so?
They would. You would. Judging by how Zhongli is acting and taking into consideration Nouvellette's true identity, could Zhongli have been avoiding him on purpose? The leaks were right. Oh, I see. It's truly a pity.
To borrow Miss Farina's turn of phrase, perhaps it just wasn't meant to be.
Well, with the traveler around, I'm sure you'll have a chance to get to know each other at some point.
Hope
Right.
not.
She's got more friends than she knows what to do with.
I'm good with people.
Well, that's certainly true.
We could get better together, baby. What the fuck am I
that
saying?
reminds me. If you get the chance,
The fuck
you
am I
should try
saying?
and talk to Nervalette into loosening up a bit.
I need to get a girlfriend.
Just tell him the Palais Mermonia isn't going to fall apart if he disappears for a few days. He shouldn't keep himself cooped up all the time. Even clams open their shells to let in fresh water every once in a while, right?
Fair.
If he's really that much of a stickler for protocol, he can fill out a leave of absence request. He'd have to approve it himself since he handles that sort of thing now, but you know what I mean.
He would have to approve his own leave of absence. Come on. That does make
Seems
sense.
like this gentleman is also in charge of something pretty important.
He's the fair and impartial Udex of Fontaine, head of the highest court in the land, otherwise known as the demon who controls all the paperwork of in Fontaine.
Hey, sounds like a pretty uptight sort of guy, all right. In
He's
my
reminding me of
experience,
Zhongli.
a leader needs to be able to roll with the punches. That also includes knowing when and what to prioritize. It seems like your friend still has a lot of growing to do.
Oh,
If
Clorand
I
and Navia.
remember correctly, he's already several thousands of years old.
Yeah.
You're quite
Thousands?
right,
Wait,
Miss Hutao.
thousands? Wait.
Oh?
I thought he was a couple hundred.
Traveler, Miss Farina. Those two individuals over there appear to recognize you.
Yeah, Navia, Clorand. Hey,
Oh,
girlies.
it's Navia and Cloran. Hey, over here!
Why do all
We
women
saw you
have
all
in
chatting
Fontaine?
over here,
Why do
and
all
we're
women in
wondering
Genshin
if
have
we could
affinity for
join
wearing
in.
shorts?
Please, excuse the interruption.
Oh, so polite.
That's
No
Fontaine for you.
apologies necessary. Any friend of the Traveler and Miss Farina is a friend of mine.
What about friends of Paimon?
Ah, straight to the point. I like it.
I don't think they're friends of Farina. Everyone circles around you, begins introducing himself. Hutao's eyes light up when she hears about Clorand's profession. No! But a quick explanation from Farina and Navia seems to dispel some of her more misguided ideas. Oh no.
It's getting late. If we want to catch a boat back before dark, we should probably get going.
Indeed. Then, Miss Farina,
Oh, yes?
when are you planning to head back? Do you need us to escort you?
I don't think she wants to go with Navia.
I don't think that will be necessary. I mean, you're not my subordinate anymore. You don't need to look after me.
I didn't mean it that way. It's normal for friends to travel home together if they run into each other on the road.
There are a lot of mountainous roads in this area.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
imagine
Navia
they'll
thinks
be
of her
even
as a
harder to
friend.
navigate after dark. Exactly. Just like in those ghost stories. 8 paths converge in a wood. Beside them an old house is stood. If you dare to go inside, not a soul will greet your eye. But if you take a closer look, there may be something you mistook. A candle flickers to and fro, yet there is no wind to make it so. What is its secret? What could it mean? In this wood, where mystery screams.
She's trying to make Farina piss herself.
My dear demoiselles, ladies, no, I mean friends, please take me with you.
You could stay with me,
course.
baby. Farina.
Gotta say, Farina, you are really quite the character.
Why am I not
By
shocked they
the
like
way,
each other?
did I hear you mention that Clorand used to work under you?
Yeah, she used to
Then
be
you
the...
must have also been a leader at some point.
Yeah.
Well, that's, all in the past now. Besides, being a leader is hard. It wasn't the right job for me.
But you did regret as the
I
director.
prefer how things are now. I can come and go as I please, and get to enjoy the sweet taste of freedom.
I see. Well, you've certainly picked an apt place to relax. Chaoying Village is an exemplary choice.
Have you all had a good time?
Only the best. And I've learned a lot, too. Thank you so much, Miss Hutao and Mr. Zhongli.
It's fine. You've thanked us more than enough already. The next time you're in this neck of the woods, I'll treat you to some dim sum in the city.
Dim sum. Is that some kind of Liyue term for snacks or desserts?
It is a snack.
They are a part of it. It's basically a table full of as much tea, sweets, and good company as you can manage.
Oh, so it's basically a tea party. Sounds great.
Make sure to order the winter melon cake and the lotus flower crisp. They're so sweet and delicious. Paimon knows you'll love them.
Ooh, okay. I'll be looking forward to it then.
Wait, but didn't you guys say you were here on vacation? How come you're all going home empty-handed?
Yeah, no souvenirs.
Of course I am. I bought tons of fun things to bring home with me.
Ah, your security
A
guards.
kite, a parasol, a little tin frog that jumps. Oh, and a stuffed toy of a mythical beast. Chlorand is the one who didn't buy anything for herself.
So, all you're bringing back with you is that tea?
And some tea-flavored hard candies. They're for Sigewin.
Aw,
Chlorand isn't much of a shopaholic.
no fucking
Well,
joke.
one of us has to practice restraint.
Hey,
Oh my god.
I'm hardly reckless with my Mora. I'll have you know, all the purchases I made today were well within my budget.
What about you, Farina?
Me? Oh, well,
Taking me
I bought
home?
some tea, of course. I just had to try all the varieties recommended in the Steambird.
Wow, our investment
Other
is
than
really
that,
going through.
Just some bits and bobs, you know. A little bit of this, little bit of that.
And
They
how are you
should
carrying
all
that
be
back?
Things I can use, I think.
So you fell for a few marketing traps then, huh? 10 boxes of tea?
Now Paimon's even more confused.
10 boxes of
If
tea.
you got that much stuff, where did it all go? Into one of Linny's magic packets?
Probably.
Oh, actually,
Monsieur Neuvillette took them with him.
Oh,
Oh, so that's what happened.
makes
Wait,
sense.
what? Why did he take them? He's not hoarding treasure, is he?
That's quite the imagination you've got there, Paimon.
He's a dragon.
Monsieur Neuvillette just saw the amount of bags we had and offered to take them back for us. I felt a bit bad at first, but, I really did have a lot of stuff.
So he did.
He even offered
No
to
problem
deliver my
using
gifts
him,
to
huh?
the fortress of Maripede for me once he's done with the day's work.
Oh,
Neuvillette is a man of his word. If he says he can do something, then he means it.
See, even Chlorand was happy to take him up on his offer. If even his trusty subordinate agreed, then who was I to refuse?
wow, he seems like a real gentleman.
he is.
Maybe he's not as uptight as I thought.
He's a little uptight, but he's a gentleman.
An employee as thoughtful, proactive, and responsible as him.
Looks at
Right,
Zhongli.
Zhongli?
Looks at Zhongli.
Indeed.
If only. Yeah, sure.
Neuvillette offered to deliver her gifts to
Suck
Maripede.
ass.
So if we go to the entrance of the Fortress of Maripede, maybe we'll run into Neuvillette.
Maybe.
But we don't know exactly when he'll show up.
Well, a maybe's a maybe. We can still go. Oh, everyone's around.
Oh, that reminds me. A new year of work is about to begin.
Is
If
it?
there's anything you want to talk about, Zhongli, you know you can come to me. I'm all ears.
Does the director have any concerns?
It just seemed like you were a bit preoccupied today, and much less talkative than usual.
Yeah.
You barely said anything other than, "Is that so?" and "Indeed." If you ask me, I'd say you're having a midlife crisis. You're getting to be around that age after all.
Is that so?
Ugh.
I jest. Given its distance from the city, Chaoying Village enjoys a much slower pace of life. Surrounded by such peace and tranquility, I also seem to have developed a proclivity for inactivity. I apologize for making you worry.
I like the idea that Zhongli was on edge.
I see. What do you think, Traveler? Is this atmosphere putting you in a lazy mood too?
Different worlds should not collide.
Wow, you are getting really good at these kinds of lines.
Indeed.
he knows. He knows I figured him out. I love the idea. Oh boy, I love the idea that Zhongli was hiding from Neuvillette.
Well, everyone, make sure that you've got all your belongings with you before we leave. If there's any souvenirs anyone still wants to buy, the time is now.
You can still get those 10
Reliable
boxes of
as
tea.
ever, Miss President.
What is that supposed to mean?
Chlorand is right, though. You really are reliable.
It's not what she's saying, it's the way she's saying it.
I will say, I never thought you'd be so easygoing outside of work, Lorand. The tone of voice you use when you're working doesn't exactly make you seem like the type who enjoys interacting with people.
Oh no, it
Well,
doesn't.
I try to keep my professional and private life separate. That includes my behavior.
That's good, actually.
Take
That's
care
good.
now, traveler. Paimon.
Don't worry, you're part of this
Trying
charm.
to act cool now, are we?
Always in front of Farina.
I
Always.
guess it's not an act for you, is it?
You are indeed quite strong.
It's been great talking to you all. I'm really glad I decided to come to Chaoying Village.
Yeah, something else. I'm just
Maybe
sitting
we
home
could
eating
go
pasta.
on another trip together sometime?
With Navia? You sure? With Navia? You guys get along? I could swear that you have a lot of guilt looking at Navia, and Navia really wouldn't want to look at you. They really pushed it as a water under the bridge, didn't they? Well, let's go to the fortress of Meripede then. Wait, what? Oh. Right. 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 I messed up the markers. Nivile, look who I brought you. It's Morax. No, I'm going left. Fuck you. Fuck you, Magic Sparkles. I do what I want. You can't tell me what to do. You're not my mom. Ah. You are where we last left you. Quite literally, you are where we last... Oh, wait. We left you on the balcony with Farina then. Anyway.
Look! It's Neuvillette! We lucked out!
Heyo. Nelulu. Nelulu. So, you were looking for Zhongli, eh?
Oh, it's you. It has been some time since our last meeting.
Like a month.
Few people frequent this location. Since I was able to conclude my work early for the day, I thought I might take a walk and avail myself of this area's peace and quiet.
You call this early? Do you always work this late, Neuvillette?
I mean, I do.
Strictly speaking, that depends on the agenda for the day. I am hardly bereft of time, however, so working late is of little consequence to me.
Really? If you have so much time on your hands, then why did you only go to Chaoying Village for half a day?
Oh, you know?
First, I should clarify that I was referring to my lifespan, rather than the time at my disposal on any given day. Second, I was unaware you possessed knowledge of my trip to Chaoying Village.
We ran into people. We ran into
I
people.
see. Thank you for informing me.
So did you deliver the gift?
Yes, they have been safely delivered.
Sick.
I have to hand it to Clorand. Just a simple gift delivery, and she has the great and mighty Udex at her beck and call.
You can't resist that
was
booty
just
either,
passing
can you,
through.
Neuvillette?
It was merely an act of convenience.
I sure can't.
All right. Then I hereby confirm receipt of the goods on behalf of the staff of the Fortress of Meripede.
A verbal receipt of confirmation? Is such a formality really necessary for a small matter such as this?
Guess not.
Just messing with you.
This quantity of tea, though, seems a little excessive for a gift, don't you think? Before you know it, they'll start accusing me of taking bribes.
How much? 10 boxes? Is it 10
About
boxes?
that. Much of that is my own excess, I'm afraid.
Oh? Why? What happened?
It was buy 10 boxes, get half off.
Of course.
Ah, that explains it then. Well, go ahead and leave them to me. I'll get through this stash as fast as I can.
You have my thanks. Oh, there's something else I'd like to give to you.
What is it?
This is
Macaque.
A stone slate, engraved with a symbolic design.
Yes.
While that is an apt description, it is in actuality a legal codex.
Oh.
A legal codex, huh?
Before the advent of modern writing utensils, information was recorded on stone slabs such as this. The law was no different.
Okay.
Sure.
Since ancient times, the scales of justice have symbolized the fairness and impartiality of judiciousness.
Wait, did he just give him the slate we get from
As a
domains?
tribute to that sentiment, this slate was designed after a traditional legal codex and engraved with a symbol instead of text.
Sure.
During my travels recently, I chanced upon a roadside stall offering tourists the opportunity to try their hand at the ceramic arts. So I decided to have a go.
Okay.
We joked with Clarence some time ago about gifting you a legal codex. So, here you go.
You joked?
Ah, so that's what this is about.
I did not expect you to remember it as well. In any case, I hope this can be considered as a reasonable attempt to join in on the banter.
It is a very good attempt. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Even your sense of humor centers around the law. That's an impressive level of commitment. Well, a gift of this significance deserves to be put on display, and I know just the place. Front and center in the fortress's showroom.
Bro. Join
Surely
in
there's
at
no
the
need for
banter.
such a grand gesture.
No. There is.
Just kidding. I don't have anything like a showroom. But we do have a storage room. We can put it next to all the mechanical parts Sijuin has collected.
Oh my god, you dick.
That sounds good to me.
You dick.
So that's what you were doing in Chaoying Village.
Indeed. Of course, while I was there, I also took the opportunity to taste the local spring water. The aftertaste is much purer than what I have delivered to me in Fontaine. It stands to reason that the long-distance transport has a tendency to imbue the water with extraneous emotion.
Okay.
If you want to experience the true flavor, you simply have to go to the source. Perhaps I should organize some time off to do the same elsewhere.
As they say in Liyue, a balance between work and play is sure to keep your troubles at bay.
Then we are of the same mind. It appears my desire is justified.
If you say so, but you know you don't have to justify a vacation, right? You can just take one.
I mean, you approve
After
yours.
all, you're hardly bereft of time. You can do whatever you want.
You're quite right. I suppose I suffer not from a lack of opportunity, but rather a lack of inspiration. However, after reading a few articles about Liyue's holiday traditions, the idea popped into my head and made itself quite at home.
So
Seeing
does
as
that
I was
mean we
free
will
of
see you in
responsibilities for the
Mondstadt?
morning, I decided to depart at once.
Wait, so does that mean we'll see you in Mondstadt for Lupi Harpastum?
Refreshing. My spontaneous outing seemed to inspire quite a few other spontaneous decisions as well. Take, for example, my foray into ceramics. At first, soil from the ground is granular and unforgiving, but add the right amount of water, and it becomes soft, moldable, and able to take shape. In the past, I never thought about how quotidian vessels were crafted, but now I have participated in their very making. This is also something I made today.
Is that a ladle? Is that a ladle for trying water? Like, do you dip this in springs to get a whiff of water out of? That is a big ladle.
That's a ladle? Paimon thought it was supposed to be some long-necked sea creature.
It's a dragon.
That was indeed one of my inspirations.
The color also really matches your style.
Really? You like it?
Oh my god, he's so
To tell you
excited!
the truth, given your unexpected arrival, I find myself quite unequipped to give you the welcome you deserve.
He was so
Around such an
excited.
important holiday such as this, human custom would dictate that gifts should be in order.
It's okay,
But I'm
baby.
afraid this is all I can offer.
Okay, wait,
If you'll have it, that is.
You've made it by hand. Can I really keep this?
That is precisely why it would do me such a great honor if you accepted.
Then I accept.
You are most welcome. Happy Lantern Rite.
Oh, that reminds me. You pass along the advice for Nuvilet's vacation.
Approve a leave of absence request for myself.
Yeah, you
That
could.
sounds like it could easily lead to a vicious cycle of self-indulgence, something which couldn't be in further violation of protocol. But I suppose I understand her point. My proclivity to refrain from personal outings does, in part, originate from a sense of responsibility toward my duties. But it is also due to a lack of desire to engage in the human world.
But
Now I see that the human world is indeed full of many interesting places to discover.
I could have told you that, bro. Just ask. Bro, we got the ladle. Ladle of the leisurely sea beast. My dude.
Lantern Rite marks the start of the new year in Liyue. In the spirit of the season, then, I wish you a year of success as vast and endless as the open ocean.
Aww. Lovely. Lovely.